name is Abhilash Menon. I am 35 years of age. I have done my schooling from Somerville School, Noida, and then I did hotel management from IHM Bhopal Institute. And after passing out from there, I got recruited into a company called as IBM Daksh in Gurgaon. So it was a premier, a BPO segment in that time in Gurgaon. So I was working there as a senior executive for HP Pavilion Process. Around 1 year I worked there. And then I did my MBA from Amity University. I passed out in the year 2010, and I worked with Taj Group of Hotels for around 5 years. So starting from the pre-opening of Alkmaar Palace to the Ram Park, then your Varanasi Palace is there. But it feels very privileged that as a human being, first of all, I'm able to contribute something from what my experience is to other people, right? And that's how mentorship works, and wherein the people who are already in the industry are able to build up new leaders who can take up the legacy ahead, right? So that is what the main aim has been from me also. Like knowledge is more shared, and the knowledge is shared. That's how I grow. That's how the other people also grow. Right? That's what my agenda is always, and it feels very privileged that I was able to help 29 people. And I do remember each and every call. And for me as a mentor, it was very unique experience because to embark the experience, the kind of know-how that I have, and to actually motivate these people, these kids, as what is it, to have them help in the growth of their career prospect. That itself is very. It's like your karma is being covering a full circle, right? To be frank with you, at the first time when it was provided as an opportunity to be, so it was like, okay, maybe I can be of some help or not. I was also not sure. But when I found that there are so many people who are actually struggling out, right, into the actual scenario, like if nowadays it's complete digital age, you've got all these apps like Expertron, right? In my time, there was no support, there was no help, there was no guidance. So it was all, you're on the field, so either you
Right.
win or you lose. It's all there, right? But if you have a support system in place, you have a guidance, you've got a mentor, and who's especially from the industry, it actually helps you a lot.
Right.
It's like in our childhood there used to be those fat guidebooks, right? So we used to know the answers beforehand before solving the question, right? So it's not like an answer, but it's a kind of a way forward. So I've been in the hotel industry for around 7 years, and with all the experience that I had, I was doing well. But with the kind of relations that you get with your guest, so if, when you're in the hotel industry, you don't say customers, clients, you say guests. So with the guests,
Right.
that the relationship that we had, so I had very regular guests of me coming up from VC Circle, from Dow Jones. They used to come up to our restaurants, have our meetings. So we started developing a very strong bond. So that time they also came to know that I've got a MBA degree, and then the kind of work which I was doing as a restaurant manager. So they only suggested that you can try to shift to a domain wherein, like with the sales and marketing aspect, wherein there is a much more comfort, kind of not a, there's a balance of your work life and your social life. First of all, which obviously everybody knows in the hotel industry, we don't have that luxury, right? There are no holidays, there's no Saturday, Sunday, right? There's no national holiday and all those stuff. So to have that kind of relaxation, first of all, and then to actually understand what I have learned, right? As an MBA background, I was, and then to apply it on a practical aspect was again a kind of a motivation for me. Today's youth actually, if you see in a natural perspective of a human being's life, we are already selling ourselves, right? In terms of making relationships, in terms of making friends, right? What we are actually selling ourselves, we are portraying our character, our personality to the other person, right? And that's how they're being impressed, they're being connected with. Sales and marketing is like that. It is already there in the common zone, your complete social circle. But the difference is that you're now going ahead with something as a concrete, like a product, maybe if you're into an IT sector or product industry, or as a service, right? So it's ultimately the sales and marketing aspect helps you in connecting with people, right? Sales and marketing helps you in actually making bonds with unknown strangers. I would always ask me these aspirants is to always focus on what actually is your strong points, like what is your strengths, right? And when you focus on your strengths, you are aware of again your weaknesses. So it's better to be with your strengths, to take up that particular domain, to understand that kind of passion that you have, because ultimately, if every job that you take up, it is a dream job, right? But it can be a dream job not for you, it can be a dream job for somebody else. So you need to find out your dream job. And that will happen only when you are able to understand your strong points. You're able to do that passionately, right? So when the passion comes in, it every day of your job, generally we say it's every Monday blues, right? So those kind of things will not happen, right? When you every day will be a Sunday for you, even at work, right? So that's what matters. I was finding that there were a lot of it generally happens. There are a lot of plagiarism happens. There are a lot of cut copy paste aspects happens, right? So these aspirants need to be understanding that there's a structure for a resume, right? Like you need to start from the beginning, like how it started, or maybe the opposite, like how you are doing right now, and then take it forward. Right? So there are two aspects. It depends upon what kind of experience that you have. Like if you're already an experienced person of maybe 2 or 3 or 4 years or whatever, so you should start from the your present work scenario, how it can add, what you say, help in the near future interviews or the next job, right? Because
Right.
as an experienced person, the interviewer is not looking at what you did 4 to 5 years before. They're looking at what you can bring to the table, right? At the learning. But as a fresher, they do understand that you're a fresher, but they would like to understand where you started from. What is your schooling, then what did you do in graduation or post graduation, whatever. Right? So that's the kind of structure which needs to be there in the resume. It is a very great initiative. I still remember, I think in 2019 or 18, I got connected with Expertrons at the start. And that time itself, I was thinking, wow, it's a good concept, expert, and then to help you out and to become a guide from the industry. Help out. And now there are so many things more added to the platform, right? There's the courses available. There are a lot of insights available into the industry, right? So all these things, it's actually helping up in the concept of Make in India First. Right? It's an Indian company, and it's creating global leaders, right? So that's a big contribution that Expertron is doing. My message for the other experts is simple, that uh, a few minutes of your time from your daily routine, it will not help, it will not affect your any kind of work or maybe your social life or anything, right? It's a contribution that you're providing. So that's how we are there, right? In the society, we are helping each other. And that's how, like I remember a quote from the movie PK, right? When PK says that जब तक नंबर ठीक नहीं होता, आप एक दूसरे का हेल्प करो, right? So that is
Right.
the only thing which I, as an expert, with any other expert, can do. You can just contribute, right? And a contribution is the biggest gift that you can do to anybody's life. You are contributing something. You are providing kind of a piece of yourself to other person, right? And that is what the purpose of life is, right? Why are we here on this planet? We are here to not just eat, sleep, and right? So we are here to actually help out others. And Expertrons is a very wonderful platform for helping young aspirants